Hi trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So Ronaldo Walcott did a sit-down interview with Citius Mag. And if you're asking who Ronaldo Walcott is, child, I don't know how you don't know him. But anyway, he is the coach of two of the greatest female athletes to ever grace planet Earth. Yes, to ever walk the face of this earth. I'm talking about the Shelly Fraser Prize and the Elaine Thompson Hera. So that is the man who was in the hot seat, and who better than to have ready to ask the questions where we want to know. We want to know, how is Shelly doing? We know here none all know. And of course, we want to know how Elaine is doing as well. We did hear some rumblings about a particular injury, which I did debunk. But anyway, we want to know from the man that sees and knows everything how these athletes are doing. So, Trackies, I'm going to let you take a listen to Reynaldo Walcott, and then I'm going to get back with the rest of my thoughts.
Well, I'm not normally one to discuss, what happens in training on a day-to-day basis, but they expect a lot of themselves. I expect a lot from them, and naturally, Jamaica expect a lot from them. So that's never lost on either party, whether it's a coach, the athlete, or even just the expectation of the nation. So I'm always optimistic. I'm always very, very positive and hopeful. And whenever the achievement comes, then I'll just say a silent prayer, like, thank God it happens. But I also don't want to add any additional pressure, because they themselves pressure themselves a whole lot just to be the best they can be. Well, I'll always say that persons who have achieved a lot, they tend to be very, very focused. So it's way easier to work with mature athletes than younger athletes sometimes, or most times, because they're goal driven. They understand what it means to be successful, and they understand what to do to become successful. So what I get on a day-to-day basis is an Elaine who is hungry, an Elaine who is willing to do whatever I ask of her. And it's the same thing with Shelly-Ann. And I would have had the experience with Shelly-Ann first, where, okay, I don't have to tell her to do something twice. Matter of fact, she's probably going to be the one who's going to nudge me. Hey coach, what are we going to do tomorrow? What's the plan for tomorrow? It's just so hungry despite the success that's there before. And I think it's more a matter of perfecting your craft, perfecting the best of whatever you do. How do I become better at this, what I've been practicing? Because there's always this belief inside that whatever I do yesterday, I'm going to try to find a way to do better tomorrow, the day before, the day after, I should say. And that just keeps fueling them, that just keeps motivating them to just keep working. So that's the experience on a day-to-day basis, where I go to my bed a bit excited, and I wake up refreshed, looking forward. I'm like, all right, what am I going to see today? How are the times going to look? And it's never ever going to be like, oh, will they be able to? No, it's going to be a case like, how great will it be? Because it's just exciting on a day-to-day basis.
All right, so trackies, there you heard him. That was Ronaldo Walcott. Boy, when I tell you, Ronaldo Walcott, no one giving nothing. But I was able to pick out a few little things based on what he said. And I'm not going to tell you no lie. I am very optimistic as well based on what he had to say. Now, he himself says he's very optimistic, and I'm not going to tell any lie. I fed into that energy, and leaving the interview, all I was doing was smiling. Smiles were all over my face. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Now, he talked about both athletes and how hungry they are. Now, being senior athletes, both of them understand the work, one, required to get to that level, and two, also to maintain the level of consistency or high level performance. So it's pretty much easy to train both of them, because on one hand, you have Elaine Thompson here that's over there willing to do anything that he says, and also Shelly Fraser Price in the same breath also willing to do anything, but also nudging him and saying, okay coach, I'm already finished this workout, what is next? So he's quite excited on a daily basis to just get up and train both athletes. So yes, that for me, trackies, left me feeling very, very good, because it's telling me that one, they're both working well in terms of whatever training is happening there. And also because Elaine Thompson here is pretty new to the setup as well, she has acclimatized very well, and it seems to be working wonderfully with Reynaldo Walcott and his level of coaching, or his coaching structure. So with that said, based on what he said, I am looking forward to seeing great performances from both Shelly Fraser Price and Elaine Thompson Hera. Now, Citius Mag could not get away without asking Ronaldo Walcott this particular question, and I loved the way he answered. Now, of course, there's quite a bit of confusion as it relates to where Elaine Thompson here trains. Is she part of the actual elite performance club? Well, I actually thought she was not part of the club, but based on what Ronaldo Walcott said, it seems as though she's actually a part of the club. And I love the fact that he did not make any kind of distinguishment between any of his athletes and seemed to be treating them at the same level or treating them as equals. So, Trackers, I'm going to let you take a listen to what he had to say right here.
It's interesting that there's such a focus on their training setup. I mean, each person will train based on their needs, based on the events they're participating in and their current condition. So all the members of my group, the training times that they get is just relative to the stuff that they have to do and based on their own needs. So, and that applies to everybody.
All right, so track is there. You heard it. That is what Ronaldo Walcott had to say. So yes, it seems as though Elaine Thompson here is also training at elite. And what he also said, which was very interesting, because a lot of people want to make a big deal out of the time that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce trains versus the time that Elaine Thompson here trains. And he said, look here, every athlete is different. So based on the requirements of that athlete is when they train, and that's for all of the athletes that are part of the elite track club. So again, that in certain narratives that, oh, Elaine Thompson here had to be training in the evening or whatever narratives were out there as it relates to the training setup. He's like, look here, the athletes' workout plans are created for them and specific to them. So yeah, trackies, that was very interesting as well, in my opinion. And again, I left the interview feeling very, very excited for 2024. Now, he doesn't want to put any pressure on both Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson here because he understands the pressure that they already put on themselves because they want to achieve greatness as well or continue to achieve greatness. And also, they do know that the country, the Jamaica here, is also expecting greatness out of them. So he understands all of that. So he does not want to put any more pressure on them. So he will be silent that they're cheering when they hit the targets that they're supposed to hit. And as I said, he did have this little subtle smirk on his face, child. I don't know if it's the braces because I do know when I had braces in, I was smiling consistently, even though I didn't want to be smiling. I don't know how. I don't know if it's a thing when you're having braces, you just start smile. But yeah, he just had this little smile on his face, and I just love the energy and I love the vibe. And I love the fact that both Elaine Thompson Hera and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce are in the best place mentally to be able to train to the highest level. And that is also important. Your working environment is very important as it relates to just your continued well-being from a day-to-day basis. But anyway, trackies, y'all now sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Both Shelly, both Elaine, they're hungry and they're putting in the work to get to where they need to get to. No, it's gonna be interesting to see how we split the difference when we get to Olympics, because I'm not tell you no lie. As it stands right now, I wish all Jamaicans could stand on that gold position. We do have three big women. No, I am including Sherika Jackson, even though she's not a part of this video. But you know what it is? When I see Jamaica, I just want greatness for them. And I really don't want to split the difference when it comes to all our athletes. But may the best woman win. That's all I have to say. May the best woman win. And I'd be excited for that. And if all Jamaicans take up the podium, then more than even more excited. But anyway, sound off in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.